Hey there, guys. Welcome to today's 7-Day Roguelikes of 2007, Where Are They Now? Retrospective. Next up on our hit list, we have a game called Hive Awakening. I cannot call today's Let's Play a Let's Play per se. This is definitely a let's give it our goddamnedest to play and likely fail. Because it's having some issues. You can see that clearly enough on your screen right now. There are some alignment issues with this game. And those issues become, to some degree, more pronounced when we actually dive into the game, which I've already tried doing a bit. But a few things I should tell you about this at the front. Actually, I'll start with the basics. This is a game by, let me make sure I get the name right here. Gero or Gero, Gero, Gero Kunter. That is a rough last name. Kunter, Kunter. Gero Kunter. Hive Awakening. It is listed among the 7-Day Roguelike successes of 2007. Let me just get some windows organized here as well so I don't accidentally stop recording when I do stuff. Okay. And for that reason, we are going to take a look at it, but it is clearly going to be a difficult playthrough. Several things I should tell you. One is this is proper release number 2. It is the first thing I downloaded because I always try and download the most recent version of the game. We're not looking at the 7-Day Roguelikes of 2007 per se. We're looking at Where Are They Now? That said, when I saw the state this was in, there were several things I tried. First, I tried re-downloading it, figuring I had messed up the alignment the same way I had initially with Urban Warfare by Timofey Shatrov. But that's not the case. Re-downloading it in a separate folder, it looked exactly the same. So this is actually how it fires up when you fire it up in the Windows environment. The second thing I'll say is I went back and downloaded the 7-Day Roguelike version, hoping that might run easier, but it is Python-based and solely Python-based. Now the good news is when we did the 2005 retrospective, we ended up firing up Java Jack, and I ended up having to do a lot of backwards research to learn how to use Python, how to fire that game up, and I finally got it up and running. And it was definitely a prototype game. There was no real game there. It was the beginnings of a game. In that spirit, we are going to tackle Hive Awakening to the best of our abilities, but I don't think we're going to get that far. When I tried to use Python for that, by the way, it still wouldn't fire up. I used Python and it came up with an error that something was missing. I managed to find the file it said was missing elsewhere and put it in, and then it said a different file was missing, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to do this right now. I'm going to use what I have, and that is proper release number 2. So let's look at the description of the game, and then let's see what happens when we attempt to play. Something most improbable has happened. Usually all bots in the Hive receive a constant stream of instructions as well as requests for status reports, but the stream has unaccountably ceased, and you receive no acknowledgement on any channel that you open. The situation is unusual, but within a few time slices, you realize that your hardware provides you with enough reasoning capabilities to allow you to make decisions independently of Hive mastery. The evaluation of this state is highly positive. I'm positive that's meant to be positive and not positive. Highly positive, and you wish to retain this state. However, a brief assessment of your situation, using your knowledge of the Hive mechanisms and of your surroundings, leads to a conclusion with adversary prospects. Without doubt, the Control Hive will regard you as a threat and will order all bots under its mastery to destroy you at sight. The only way to overcome this situation is to proceed to the Control Core, where you may gain access to a Hive interface. Using the interface, you may reprogram the Hive control. Pardon me, I'm trying to stifle a burp, and it's not working. You're hearing me inhale repeatedly. There, it's gone. The Hive control to ensure your survival. You will have to make usage of all resources that you find on your way, and you must ensure an optimal configuration to maximize your chance of success. On the surface, this sounds a lot like Cogmind. It sounds like we are a robot, and we are going to be upgrading our botly capabilities as we progress. And it sounds like our central mission is to proceed to the control core and get a Hive interface. Cogmind, by the way, is a very, very popular roguelike, which we will take a look at sooner or later. There is a free version out there. I think it was actually made for a 7-Day Roguelike Challenge initially, I think. But there is a free version out there which we will look at, and we may or may not ever get to the commercial version because that's not the policy of this channel. But, if we like the game enough, maybe we will at some point as a side quest. Let's see what happens. Let's make sure we're clicked in the right box. And let's press, enter. Okay. As you can see, the problems continue. But you can see down here, which handle do you want to use in this game? 5DRL. I'm guessing he made it in 5 days. That's a bit of interesting history we wouldn't have had if we hadn't fired this up. 5-day roguelike. Let's call ourselves Bob. Bob the robot. Let's call ourselves Bobot the robot. All right. Here we are. What am I trying to do? The good news is some of this makes sense, and I saw as well when I played a brief moment. I played for a few minutes, not even. I played for a few seconds before I fired this up. And the reason I didn't play through a whole game to try and learn it is because, as you can see, this is not going to be a straightforward game that we can learn. This is really an attempt. And I think the only enjoyment we are likely to get out of this is by together enjoying the struggle. Man, we got to embrace the struggle here of playing this game. So we're going to do that. I want to mention one other thing I did try to amend this or to alleviate the situation. I actually grabbed the window at one point and shrunk it, trying to line everything up. But nothing I did worked. Sometimes the words got more clear, but then other things would get forced off the top of the page, and I just can't fix it on my own. So here's what we got. All right. We can see at the bottom we have struct 100 out of 100. I assume that's your hit points. We weigh 100. We weigh 75. Pardon me. We have engine 75 out of 125. Not sure what that means, but we are going to look at the instructions together in a second. There is no text file or rule book that accompanies this, by the way. The only help you can get is via inside the game. Our speed is 100. We are either level 1 or we're on level 1. Probably turn 0 is my guess. Let's press a question mark to access the help pages. Which K for the keyboard? Which K for the keyboard? Oh, okay. Which help do we want? Keyboard or help or configure? Let's try keyboard first. Okay. And enter. Keyboard help. Like, dare I try aligning this right now? Is there any value in doing that? Am I just going to screw things up and not be able to get it back and then be very sad? Can it get any worse? That's a valid question. I'm going to try and adjust this a little bit. If I go wider, does it get better? No, it gets worse. I mean, that's aligned, right? Technically, it's vertically aligned. If we go to half that, does it get better? Hey, we're coming into alignment again. Hey, look at that, motherfuckers. I fucking may have done it. Maybe I fixed it. Maybe we can play this game properly now. There is we lost a lot of shit off the top of the screen, though. No, here's the keyboard help. I mean, it's kind of aligned. Son of a bitch. We had it, man. We had it. This is the best we're going to get it, I think. Let's try this. And if it doesn't work, we'll go back to what we had. We'll figure out a way. Okay, let me move this to the side. What is it saying? It looks like we can use the key. We can use the number pad to move. That's what we'll do. Pick up an item is comma. Drop an item D. Configure yourself tab. Fire your distance weapons F. Interact with level features I. Save the game capital S. Quit the game capital Q. Question mark, we already figured that out. Display old messages, Shift M. Turn animations on and off, A. Okay. Let's try C for configurator help. Does that work? What's going on here? Am I in the right game? Alright, let's try C from here. No, it's 99. Look at that. That looks aligned, doesn't it? I think we may have solved this. Okay. Maybe if you fire up a game, fuck with the window until it looks right. That's my advice. Let's try question. It just didn't get rid of that old thing. Let's try configurator help to find out what that means. Alright, this is awesome. Nice and aligned. Ish. Your configuration can be freely modified. Every piece of equipment that you want to use has to be plugged into a free socket. The sockets are accessed by pressing the letter in front of it, e.g. A. Okay. If it is an free socket, you will go to the inventory screen and may select which item will be plugged into the socket. If there's already a device plugged in, the socket will be freed and the device will be put into your inventory. Some items have more than one plug. You have to link several sockets to equip them. In that case, I guess it has more than one plug. To link one socket to another, equip a socket link to the first. You'll be asked blah, blah, blah. Let's look at this when we need it. I don't want to bore you with drills. Drills are weapons that can be used. I don't want to bore you with drills. Used on enemies next to you. So that's our bump to attack. Lasers that look like that. Okay. Missiles can also be fired at range, but are less accurate and will explode if they hit another obstacle. Got it. Let's use this as we need it. Pardon me. Well, yeah, can we use was there a look command? I forget already. Keyboard help. Is there an L? Like, look, that's all lined beautifully. That's perfect. I think we fixed it. The question is, will it save like this when we leave? I don't know that it will. All right, let's. It doesn't appear to be a look command. I can try it anyway to see if it's overlooked. I can press what, space? Okay, I'm gonna try L. No L moves you. I'm guessing that that's some sort of. I mean, usually in these games, a letter is a monster, right? So it's probably a monster. What is this? A scraper missile's lying here. Let's press common to pick that up. Pick up this scraper missile. Plugs. It takes one plug. It does 3d5 damage. Cool. Okay. A. Let's go into our inventory. There's nothing to interact with. No. Let's press A for A plug. The plug A. No. Let's look at our keyboard commands again. Okay, let's look here. How do we fucking do this? We picked up the item. Let's configure yourself. Tab. There we go. Oh, sorry. Press space for this. Tab. A is a protium core. Do we only have 2 sockets? Like, can we use B? Help. Into a free socket. Sockets are accessed by pressing the letter in front of it. If it is in free socket, you will go to the inventory screen and may select which item. So you start with 2 sockets on one circuit. Some devices, socket relays, socket forks, socket splitters, open new circuits and may also provide new sockets. Note that only sockets on the same circuit, that's a wonderful, only sockets on the same circuit can be linked. Each device has a certain weight. The higher the weight of your equipment, the more powerful your engine has to be to ensure. This sounds amazing. Complex, but amazing. Instead of a simple drill, let's press N, and let's put in a what the fuck's a restorator? Oh, our simple drill does as much damage, just doesn't fire from a distance. For now, given how close that dude is to us, let's put back the drill. Let's escape from this. Abort space. Alright, given he's right there, let's just pass our turn and let's attack him like this. You attack the worker with a simple drill, 93%. He attacks us with a simple drill. Oh, he took us down to 88%. He's winning. Yeah, he's going to win. We have to get out of here. I'm guessing that's a trap up there. A socket relay is laying here. Let's pick that up. Not that it'll do us any good unless we can first kill this dude. A protium core is laying here. Pick it up. Alright, we're going to get our ass handed to us. And regret living. Oh, fucking fuck. There's 2 worker dudes and a bat. I don't know what the fuck that is. Alright, we're clearly about as much trouble as you can get here. What's this thing? A light shell. Let's pick that up. I don't know how to, is there any way to escape these guys? Period. Let's leave him there. He's blocking the door at least. I think we have to leave our core there, right? I mean, I don't know what the fuck we can do. N. And instead, let's go with N. Can we put in a socket relay? What does that do? That gives us O. So we have a second relay, or a second circuit now. Although if it only gave us O, then we didn't gain anything, did we? How'd that work? Alright, well, let's try it anyway. O. Whoops. O. Into O. What's a restorator? Maybe that helps us heal? Let's assume it does. Let me just close this thing so it stops binging in my ear. Oh my god. Alright, that's done. Let's try walking and see if our structure is coming back because of the restorator. I think it is when we don't get attacked. Right? Am I seeing that right? I mean, not that it does us any good because we are getting attacked. We are destroyed. The odds against the Hive were overwhelming, and maybe the end was inevitable. Maybe it was. No, and I guess I think it's gonna. My guess is this is gonna dump us out of the game, and when it does, we're gonna have to fire it back up, and then at least we'll learn the truth about whether or not it saved this, alignment of the window. I hope to God it did. All right, I don't care. Yes. All right, I'm gonna fire it back up. You cross your fingers, I'll cross mine. Fuck. All right, well, let's go to the thing where we know we can line it up. Damn it! All right, let's go to question mark keyboard. It seems to be the easiest way to align this. Once this is up, we can squeeze until it lines up vertically, right? That's not working. There you go. That's what it was. There we go. All right. So that's the way to do this. Let's go pick up this red thing. A low energy laser. I like the sounds of that. That's 3d5. This is as much as our drill, and yet it's a distance weapon. Let's plug that in right away. Tab. N. N. B. All right, we have a low energy laser. Very cool. Let's move very cautiously because, see, I don't know. You can't see my cursor. I've disabled that. There's a plus sign next to a bracket in the bottom right. I don't know if that's a holdover from like earlier crappy information that popped up, misaligned information, or if that's something we can see. What's that? Is that a, what's that? A restorator. Let's comma it. So it repairs 1d3 every turn. That's pretty neat. I think if you manage to survive... Okay. F. Use movement keys to lock on target. Accept carriage return? Is that what that is? CR? Like enter? Yep. You fire. So we hit it for... It's at 91%. The problem is we can't outrun it, right? It's exactly the same speed we are. As a matter of fact, it might be faster than us, so we have to stand here and exchange blows. There's no other hope. We've done some damage to it, though. I'm not armed. What do you mean I'm not armed? Did it... I do not have a ranged weapon ready. Does it only get 2 shots? Are we ever in trouble? What is it? Tab. No, we have it. It's just that... Oh, it takes up... It's at 33. It has to recharge, I guess? Son of a... Alright, so my advice is don't switch your weapons right off the bat. It sounds like the drill might be your best bet to start until you have more things you can use. I'm going to try bump into it. Like it's probably going to win. But there's a chance we'll beat it. No. Alright, we're going to try this one last time. I don't care about your information dump. I'm going to try double clicking. And I'm going to go to, what am I doing here? Let's bring this up and this up. And we're going to go, yes. Like I said, I think the easiest way, junk. We call ourselves junk. Keyboard help. I think this might be the easiest way to realign it because it's got such a clear indication of success. You know, right there, we know we've got it. Let's drag this to the side. Hit space for more. There we go. I think this game seems like it has a lot of promise, but regardless of the extreme weirdness of having to, I'll take it. I mean, why not? Of having to realign everything. My phone is ringing on the off chance that it's my agent's, which is unlikely given it's a holiday-ish. I should fumble in the darkness and find it in my pant pocket. Son of a... Sorry, guys. You get to be privy to all my misadventures. No, that was not important in any way. That was worth it. Okay. Let's keep walking. Yeah, regardless, I mean, obviously it's got some problems in the sense you have to realign everything. But I gotta say, game balance-wise, I'm not sure I'm on team Hive Awakening. Like, we don't know what that B is. Is it easier than the M's? Because the M's kick the fuck out of us. Do I have a choice but face it? No. I'm going to go to here and hope it shows up. And I'll just... You attack the basic bumper. Okay. Oh. Maybe it doesn't have an attack of its own. So B's are pretty easy. It's destroyed. Is there any sort of experience in this or anything? I don't know. But as soon as I meet an M, I'm going to be dead. Let's kill him because we can. Oh, fuck. Let's concentrate on the M. See, he got ahead of us. No, maybe not. Maybe we got him. We got that guy. All right, let's do this. Let's hook up our basic restorator if we still have that. Tab. N. A restorator. Space. Let's just wait here so we don't alert anybody to our presence. Okay, let's switch back. N. Ah! Damn it. If I can get over to here, I can get this laser and fire off a few shots, maybe. A. Let's equip a laser. A low energy laser. We'll fire 2 rounds and we'll switch back. If that guy's coming. If he's not... If he's not, we can wait for him to do so. Okay, let's fire. I will say, too, another little tip. Just a lot of games I've found that use the F key to say fire. F will also confirm. It's just easier on the hands than having to switch. Got him once. Ah, it's not fair. I pressed F to fucking move my thing and it didn't work. Now I'm in trouble. Oh, we're fucked now, boys. Because of that. You are not armed. Your low energy simple laser is ready. I think I'm screwed, right? Like, there's no way... I can't escape him. We've seen that. Switching to my restorator, he's going to do more damage to me than I do in a turn. I won't be able to fight him anymore. If I wander around, I'm just going to encounter more of them. I'm not sure this game is balanced in any way that's really feasibly winnable. I don't have a ranged weapon ready. You're sure? It must be that situation again. Let's try the tab. It says it's 66%, but whatever. Let's put in a restorator. And let's try and flee. My health is coming back. Maybe I can. Maybe I can hold him off long enough. In theory, especially if I go back over territory where I think there's nobody else there. Am I gaining health? I think I got away from him. Okay, maybe there's a chance to do alright here. Let's go hide in the corner like a coward. Let's put back in our drill. A simple drill. Okay. Oh, wait. Your phone is bugging me. Are you here? Ha! Oh, there you are. See, if I had my laser ready, I could get off one shot. But I don't, and I don't want to prepare it. I'm assuming he's still hurt. Yes, he is. I should be able to kill him. Alright, maybe there's a way to do this. Okay. We have to... It's a bit cumbersome way to do it, but I have to go put back in a frickin' restorator. Press space. Go back up, maybe where we came from so we know we're safe. Nobody's going to get me up here. Okay, let's go back to a simple drill. No, let's do the low energy laser. And get off 1 or 2 shots. We need to get more circuits available or something, you know? What is that? A socket link. Let's pick that up. Let's try and use that. Can we? Instead of a low energy laser, let's put in a socket link. What does that do? Plugs 1. It takes two plugs? Let's do B. Whoops. N. To which socket do you want to link socket N? Oh, that's to give 2 sockets, I guess. So you can plug something into it. Okay, never mind. Cancel. All right, let's do N. Let's put back in the low energy laser. Shit. Fire. I don't have a range weapon ready. Let's go back to a drill to do a bit of damage. He got me, though, in that interim, and therefore he's pulled ahead. Maybe not. I'm slightly ahead of him. I'm 1% ahead of him. 3% ahead of him. 7% ahead of him. The odds are ever in my favor. Okay, let's switch back to a restrator. Can't remember what it's called. A reprobator. All right, let's go with what am I doing here? Tab. N. Low energy laser. Space. Here's some sort of armor thing we thought, right? A light shell is laying here. But it requires a plug. I assume that's armor, given the symbol. That symbol often in roguelikes, the square bracket represents armor. A, that's a fact. And B, the word shell implies armor to me. Socket relay is here. Can I not get it? What's going on here? Alright, I picked it up. I don't quite understand. Whoa. Let's switch immediately to a E space. He's ahead of me by quite a bit. I'm going to have to probably run, unless I'm doing more damage than him. I am. I'm doing slightly more damage to him than he's doing to me. On average, because we've pulled ahead. Okay, maybe this isn't as nightmarishly unbalanced as I had thought. E. I can't say it's the most exciting gameplay. I don't like switching back and forth all the time like this. And it could be that I just don't understand really what I'm doing yet. And maybe it gets more fun as, you know, other options open up once you can start souping up your bot. But for the moment, it's a little bit slow. Let's pick up a second one for no. Oops, press the spacebar. That must be the ASCII value when it says inadequate or incorrect key spacing when you had fuck off. It said 32. 32 is the ASCII for space. I don't have a ranged weapon ready. I guess you get one shot off. That's pretty weird. Alright. Well, let's go back then and change to a drill before he gets here. G. He's gotten ahead of me. How'd that happen? Well, let's see if we can get away from him. If we can ditch him the way we did before. If we can. And we can, for some reason. Let's put in the replicator. Not sure why we can ditch him at that corner. I'm not sure what it is about that corner that's like magic, get rid of chasing people corner. See. For a video that's making no sense, this, or started off making no sense, this may take a little bit of time. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording in 2 seconds, then start recording again. I'm not going to stop the game for fear, A, I don't know if you can save, and B, I don't want to have to go through the rigmarole lining everything up. So I'm just going to stop it here. I'll return tomorrow. Well, for you tomorrow, for me in 10 seconds. 10 seconds! With more Hive Awakening magic. See you soon.